day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedily riddance of them. This is beautiful, man. And it says, this is back in Zephaniah 1 and 18, and it says, even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. All right, that's it on that, man. Let's get another verse. This is Jeremiah. These scriptures are just so beautiful, man. This is Jeremiah 51. This is Jeremiah 51 and 1. And it says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwelt in the midst of them that raise up against me a destroying wind. What is that destroying wind? What is a modern day wind that destroys, man? When those hydrogen and that fusion happens, man, if you see those bombs explode, it's a wind. It's a loud noise, a bright light, incineration. If you're close to the middle of it, you're incinerated. If you're at the long end of it, you instantly catch on fire, man. I've done my research, okay? They say in everything in 150, or I think it's 100 to 200 miles, is instantly engulfed, man. I think I had a paper right here. Hold on. I have the very paper. I didn't think I printed it off, but everything in about roughly 150 to 200 miles is instantly caught on fire, man. That's why they have that memorial for Hiroshima every year. They had it, man. And they say last year was the first year that a United States representative went to that Hiroshima memorial. The first year. Out of all that years that happened, that was the first year. Last year is when they visited that. They got bodies still scorched on that place, man. So let's keep reading, and it says, thus saith the Lord God, or it says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. And I will send upon Babylon fanners, and shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. So there's no modern day art. This is not Rambo, okay? The arrow does not explode. They ain't talking about those, because they didn't have those type of arrows back in this day, okay? So we can't tie in arrows and explosives, or arrows and catching buildings and things on fire, man. So it's how you say it's a metaphor. It's metaphorically speaking. And it says, and I will send, and this is verse 3, 51 and 3. And against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifted himself up in his bridge line, and spare ye not her young men. Destroy her utterly, all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are trust through all her streets. For Israel have not been forsaken. Now you have it says Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have not been forsaken, man. Though you're in reservations, though you're in ghettos, though you're being gunned down in the street, though you're last hired and first fired, though you've been called all types of racist names, man. You have not been forsaken. The Most High has not totally forgot about us. Okay? And it says, for Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of the Most High, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. And how do you flee? You flee from the philosophies. You flee from the lies. You gotta learn, man. You gotta brush the dust off your Bible and learn, man. You can't just claim. You gotta learn. It's about learning. It's a lot of research, man. And when you research it, you'll see for yourself. And it says, nor Judah of his power, and the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. That means don't be in this fornication and this mindset that this place is in, man. And it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. This is the time, man. Okay? This is the time. If you can't see it, you're blind, man. You got all type of animal deaths. You got dolphins beaching themselves, man. Every beginning of the year, there's been birds falling out the sky, man. All types of madness is going on this planet. Okay? You got all types of madness and people can't see. That's why it says it'll be as a thief. If you know a thief is coming to your house, you'll be ready. If a thief breaks in, that means you're unaware. You didn't know. That's what the parable of the thief stands for. And it keeps going and it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render upon her a recompense. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. That's why they said this place has been held up, man. They said the land of the free, home of the brave. You got immigrants wanting to flee here. This has been a golden cup. The Most High has held this place up, man. That's what he calls golden cup. Means cherished. Or like how you say costly. Because gold is a costly metal. It says riches, man. This is a rich place. That's why people say you can come here and you can get a job, you can work, you can make life happen, man. That's what it means, golden cup. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Because does not all the earth use the American state currency? Does not all the earth use the United States dollar? You go to you come over here with yens. My uncle lives in Europe, so when he comes here, he has to trade his euros for United States dollars. He can't just come and pay with euros. Okay? So that's how you know that this is the high echelon place right here, man. And it says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay? Because their resources have been pillaged. Different things have went on that has now awakened the world to the hypocrisy of this place, man. And it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take bombs for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go, every one, into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up to the skies, okay? All right, so the Most High is showing you that it's reached up. The sins have reached up to a place that now he has to take it out, man. Because little do you know, all those satellites that are in space, okay, there's what you call decommissioned satellites. So now, are we not just polluting the earth? We go out there and pollute space, man. Because how do you bring a satellite down? Some of them fall down. Some of them can be shot down, maybe. But usually you're polluting. That's adding more garbage out into space too. That's not our realm because we can't breathe out there. If the Most High wanted you to be out there, he create oxygen for you to breathe out there. Okay? So that's not our grounds to be messing with. And you have over thousands up there, man. You had a scare a couple years ago where one was falling to the earth. And it says, the Lord has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord power. And that's what I'm doing. I'm declaring in Zion the work that we got our heritage back. We got our identities back. We're no longer Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're no longer these bywords they put on us in slavery. That we're great people, man. We've always been great. Now the Most High is confirming that greatness. We've always been able to do more than the average man can. Run faster, jump higher, fight better, dance better. Why do you think we were created with that spark, man? We have that spark in us, man. During slavery, the plantation owners would come and watch their slaves dance. They would have plantations come all over and come watch their slaves, man. We've always been idolized, man. Even in our low state, man. So the Most High is confirming that greatness that's already been in us.